The Galactic Council's grave mistake. In the grand halls of the Galactic Council, representatives from a myriad of advanced civilizations gathered to discuss matters of cosmic importance. Among them sat the esteemed Counselor Zalgov, a being revered for his wisdom and foresight. "Esteemed colleagues," Zalgov began, his voice resonating through the chamber, "I bring to your attention a matter of utmost urgency. The humans of Earth, a species we have long considered primitive and inconsequential, have shown signs of rapid technological advancement." Murmurs rippled through the gathered counselors. Many dismissed the notion outright, scoffing at the idea that a civilization so young could pose any real threat. Zalgoth raised a hand, silencing the whispers. "I understand your skepticism," he continued, "but our observers have noted an alarming trend. The humans' progress, while nascent, is accelerating at an exponential rate. If left unchecked, they could potentially rival our own achievements within a few short centuries." The chambers erupted into a chorus of gasps and protests. The idea of a primitive species challenging the Council's supremacy was unthinkable. Counselor Xarian, known for his aggressive stance, stood abruptly. "This cannot be tolerated," he declared. "We must act swiftly to subjugate these humans before they become a threat to our galactic order." Other counselors nodded in agreement, their fear and arrogance blinding them to the potential consequences of their actions. Zalgov, however, remained cautious. "While I share your concerns," he said, "we must approach this matter with care. The humans are an unpredictable species, and any overt aggression could provoke unforeseen retaliation." Xarian sneered at Zalgov's warning. "Retaliation? From primitives who have barely left their own planet? You underestimate our power, Counselor Zalgov." The debate raged on for hours until finally a decision was reached. The Galactic Council would launch a preemptive strike against Earth. Humanity was subjugated before they could evolve into a credible threat. As the counselors dispersed to prepare their plans, Zalgov couldn't shake the feeling that they were making a grave mistake. He had studied the humans closer than most and recognized in them a resilience and adaptability that could prove formidable. Little did the Galactic Council know that their actions were about to set in motion a chain of events that would forever alter the balance of power in the universe. Humanity, far from being the primitive civilization they believed, was on the cusp of a technological revolution that would shake the very foundations of galactic society. The Council had underestimated the humans, dismissing their exponential growth as a minor concern. In their arrogance, they had sown the seeds of their own downfall. The day of reckoning was approaching, and when it arrived, the galaxy would tremble before the might of an awakened Earth. Earth's hidden quantum revolution. Deep beneath the surface of the Earth, hidden from the prying eyes of the galactic community, a group of brilliant scientists worked tirelessly on a project that would change the course of human history. Led by the enigmatic Dr. Lena Soren, the team had made groundbreaking advancements in the field of quantum computing and artificial intelligence. "We've done it," Dr. Soren announced, her eyes gleaming with excitement as she addressed her colleagues. "Our latest breakthrough in quantum consciousness integration has exceeded all expectations. We've created an AI system that can merge seamlessly with the human mind, exponentially increasing our cognitive abilities." The implications of their discovery were staggering. By harnessing the power of quantum entanglement and integrating it with human consciousness, they had unlocked a new frontier in technological evolution. The boundary between man and machine had blurred, giving rise to a new kind of intelligence. As the team celebrated their achievement, they were unaware that their success had not gone unnoticed. The leaders of Earth's nations, once divided by petty conflicts and ideological differences, had been secretly monitoring the project's progress. In the face of the galactic threat posed by the Council, they had put aside their differences and pooled their resources to support Dr. Soren's work. In a secure bunker deep underground, the world's leaders gathered to discuss the next steps. General Marcus Vance, a grizzled veteran of countless battles, spoke first. "Dr. Soren's team has given us an incredible opportunity," he said, his voice filled with determination. With this technology, we can level the playing field against any alien threat. We must act quickly to integrate it into our defense systems and prepare for the inevitable confrontation with the Galactic Council. The other leaders nodded in agreement, their faces etched with a mixture of fear and resolve. They knew that the path ahead would be fraught with danger, but they also understood that the alternative was unthinkable. To surrender Earth's sovereignty to an alien power was not an option. As the meeting adjourned, Dr. Soren and her team were given unlimited resources and the full support of Earth's governments. They worked around the clock, pushing the boundaries of science and technology to create a new generation of weapons and defenses powered by quantum consciousness. In secret facilities scattered across the globe, human volunteers underwent the quantum consciousness integration process, their minds merging with advanced AI systems. These enhanced individuals would form the backbone of Earth's new military force, a force capable of matching the Galactic Council's technological might. As the preparations continued, the people of Earth remained blissfully unaware of the impending conflict. They went about their daily lives, oblivious to the fact that their world was on the brink of a cosmic war. But in the shadows, a new breed of human was emerging, one that would forever alter the balance of power in the galaxy. The Galactic Council, in their arrogance, had underestimated the ingenuity and determination of the human spirit. They believed that Earth's primitive technology posed no threat to their dominance. Little did they know that a quantum revolution was unfolding right beneath their noses, a revolution that would soon shake the very foundations of their empire. The stage was set for a confrontation that would echo through the ages. Earth, once dismissed as a backwater planet, was about to announce its presence on the galactic stage in a way that no one could have predicted. The Council's mistake would prove to be their undoing, for they had unwittingly awakened a sleeping giant, and now that giant was ready to roar. Infiltration and deception. As Earth's quantum consciousness integration technology advanced by leaps and bounds, Dr. Lina Soren and her team turned their attention to the next phase of their plan: infiltration. They knew that to stand a chance against the Galactic Council, they needed to gather intelligence on their enemy's strengths, weaknesses, and intentions. Under the utmost secrecy, a select group of individuals underwent a new form of quantum consciousness integration, one that allowed their minds to merge with advanced quantum AI systems designed for infiltration and espionage. These quantum ghosts, as they came to be known, possessed the ability to project their consciousness across vast distances, infiltrating even the most secure alien networks undetected. As the quantum ghosts began their work, they discovered the true extent of the Galactic Council's plans for Earth. The Council had already established a network of slave facilities in the outer reaches of the solar system, hidden from Earth's detection. These facilities were designed to process and condition human captives, breaking their will and turning them into obedient servants for the Council's empire. But the most shocking revelation came in the form of a secret research project aimed at developing genetic weapons tailored specifically to target human DNA. The Council's scientists had been studying human biology for decades, seeking ways to exploit weaknesses and create bioweapons that could decimate Earth's population without harming their own species. The information gathered by the quantum ghosts sent shockwaves through Earth's leadership. The threat they faced was far greater than they had ever imagined. It wasn't just a matter of defending against an invasion. They were up against an enemy that sought to eradicate their very existence. As the truth of the Council's intentions spread among Earth's United Nations, a grim determination took hold. They knew that they could no longer afford to hide in the shadows. It was time to bring the fight to the enemy, to let the galaxy know that humanity would not go quietly into the night. Under the guidance of General Marcus Vance and Dr. Soren, Earth's military forces began to mobilize. Quantum-enhanced warships, bristling with advanced weaponry, and crewed by quantum consciousness integrated soldiers, were prepared in secret shipyards hidden deep within the asteroid belt. But even as they readied their forces, Earth's leaders knew that they needed more than just military might to win this war. They needed to strike at the heart of the Galactic Council's power structure, to sow chaos and confusion among their ranks. The quantum ghosts, having completed their infiltration of the Council's networks, now began a campaign of sabotage and disinformation. They planted false intelligence, disrupted communication lines, and even managed to turn some of the Council's own AI systems against them. As confusion and paranoia spread through the Council's ranks, Earth's leaders knew that the time had come to make their move. They would launch a series of simultaneous strikes against key Council targets, both in the solar system and beyond. The galaxy was about to witness the unleashing of humanity's full potential, a display of power and determination that would shake the very foundations of the established order. The Council had made a grave mistake in underestimating Earth, and now they would pay the price for their arrogance. As the countdown to the attack began, Dr. Soren and General Vance stood side by side, their eyes fixed on the stars above. They knew that the road ahead would be long and difficult, but they also knew that Earth's future depended on their success. The infiltration was complete, the pieces were in place, and the stage was set for a confrontation that would echo through the ages. Humanity's awakening was about to begin, and the galaxy would never be the same again. The quantum fleet unleashed. In the depths of space, far beyond the gaze of Earth's telescopes, a fleet of ships unlike any the galaxy had ever seen emerged from the veil of secrecy. The quantum fleet, the culmination of humanity's technological prowess and determination, set forth to challenge the Galactic Council's dominion over the stars. At the helm of the flagship, the QS Prometheus, stood Admiral Elena Vega. She was a product of the Quantum Consciousness Integration Program, her mind seamlessly merged with the ship's advanced AI systems. Her eyes gleamed with a fusion of human intuition and machine precision as she surveyed the holographic displays surrounding her command chair. "All ships, report status," Admiral Vega ordered, her voice resonating through the quantum-entangled communication network that linked the fleet together. One by one, the captains of the other vessels reported in, each a testament to Earth's ingenuity. The QSS Orion, a sleek hunter-killer equipped with phase-shifting stealth technology. The QS Titan, a mighty dreadnought bristling with quantum-enhanced railguns and energy weapons. The QSS Aurora, a nimble science vessel housing the most advanced sensors and electronic warfare suites ever devised by human minds. As the fleet moved through the void, they activated their quantum consciousness fields, enveloping each ship in a shimmering veil of entangled particles. To the Galactic Council's sensors, the quantum fleet would appear as nothing more than ghostly apparitions, impossible to lock onto or target. The first strike came without warning. The QS Orion, its phase shift drive engaged, appeared in the midst of a Council supply convoy, catching the alien ships completely off guard. The hunter-killer's weapons flared to life, quantum-enhanced beams and torpedoes ripping through the Council's defenses as if they were made of paper. As the convoy erupted into a cascade of silent explosions, the rest of the quantum fleet emerged from the depths of space, descending upon the Council's outposts and staging areas with ruthless efficiency. The Council's forces, so long accustomed to their technological superiority, found themselves outmatched and outmaneuvered at every turn. The quantum fleet's weapons, powered by zero-point energy and guided by the merged human AI consciousness of their crews, tore through the Council's shields and armor like a hot knife through butter. The Council's ships, once considered the pinnacle of military might, crumbled before the onslaught of Earth's quantum-enhanced technology. As the battle raged, Admiral Vega received a transmission from Earth. Dr. Soren appeared on the holographic display, her face etched with a mixture of pride and concern. "Admiral, we've just received word from our quantum ghosts. The Council is attempting to activate their secret genetic weapons facilities. We cannot allow them to unleash those abominations upon our people." Admiral Vega's grip tightened on the command chair's armrests. "Understood, Dr. Soren. We'll make those facilities our top priority. The Council will not have the chance to use their twisted science against us. With a flick of her wrist, Admiral Vega brought up a holographic map of the Council's network of secret bases and research centers. The Quantum Fleet's AI systems, bolstered by the intel gathered by the Quantum Ghosts, had mapped out the enemy's infrastructure in exquisite detail. All ships, new targets assigned. We will strike at the heart of the Council's genetic weapons program. Let's show them the true power of human determination. As one, the Quantum Fleet leaped into action, their phase shift drives propelling them across vast distances in the blink of an eye. The Council's defenses, already reeling from the initial assault, crumbled like sandcastles before the tide of Earth's wrath. The galaxy trembled as humanity's quantum fleet unleashed its full might upon the Council's bases and facilities. The once invincible alien empire found itself on the brink of collapse, its technological superiority rendered obsolete in the face of Earth's quantum revolution. The day of reckoning had come, and the Galactic Council was about to learn the true cost of underestimating the power of human ingenuity and determination. Earth had unveiled its hidden strength, and the galaxy would never be the same again. The voice of Earth. As the Quantum Fleet wreaked havoc upon the Galactic Council's forces, a message began to broadcast across every communication channel in the galaxy. It was a voice that spoke not just for Earth, but for all the species that had suffered under the Council's oppressive rule. Attention, citizens of the galaxy. The voice began, calm yet filled with an undeniable authority. I am Dr. Lena Soren, speaking on behalf of the United Peoples of Earth. For too long, our world has been watched, studied, and targeted by the Galactic Council. They see us as primitives, as a species to be subjugated and exploited. But they have made a grave miscalculation. As Dr. Soren's words echoed through the stars, images began to appear on every view screen, every holographic display. They were images of the Quantum Fleet in action, of human ships tearing through the Council's defenses with ease, of the once mighty alien empire crumbling before the onslaught of Earth's quantum-enhanced technology. The Council believed that they could control us, that they could strip us of our freedom and our dignity. They were wrong. We have risen above their expectations, above their comprehension. We have embraced the power of quantum consciousness, merging our minds with the most advanced artificial intelligences ever created. We are not merely human anymore. We are something greater, something the Council fears. Across the galaxy, oppressed species and downtrodden colonies watched in awe as the images of Earth's triumph played out before their eyes. For the first time in generations, they saw a glimmer of hope, a chance to break free from the Council's tyrannical grasp. We have infiltrated the Council's networks, exposed their secrets, and turned their own weapons against them. We have shown that their power is nothing more than an illusion, a facade built upon the suffering of countless worlds. But no more. Today, we stand united against their tyranny, and we will not rest until every last trace of their oppression is wiped from the face of the galaxy. As Dr. Soren's message continued, the Quantum Fleet pressed its advantage, striking at the heart of the Council's power structure. The QS Prometheus led the charge, its quantum consciousness fields shimmering as it dove into the fray, its weapons blazing with the fury of 1,000 suns. On the bridge of the Prometheus, Admiral Vega watched as the Council's flagship, a massive dreadnought that had once been the terror of the galaxy, crumpled under the onslaught of the Quantum Fleet's weapons. The Council's commander, a grotesque alien with a face like a twisted mask, appeared on the view screen, its eyes wide with fear and disbelief. "Humans, what are you doing here?" The commander rasped, its voice thick with panic. "We have finally come to claim what is rightfully ours," Admiral Vega replied, her voice as cold as the void of space. "You have underestimated us for the last time." With a final barrage of quantum-enhanced torpedoes, the Council's flagship exploded into 1 billion fragments of shattered metal and plasma. The Quantum Fleet swept through the wreckage, their sensors confirming that no trace of the Council's high command had survived. As news of the Council's defeat spread like wildfire through the galaxy, oppressed species rose up in rebellion, overthrowing their alien overlords and pledging their allegiance to Earth. Dr. Soren's message had awakened something within them, a spark of defiance and hope that had long been dormant. The Galactic Council, once the undisputed masters of the galaxy, found themselves on the brink of extinction. Their empire, built upon a foundation of lies and oppression, crumbled to dust in the face of humanity's quantum revolution. And as the quantum fleet returned to Earth, victorious and proud, the people of the galaxy looked to humanity for guidance and leadership. Earth had shown them the power of unity, of determination in the face of overwhelming odds. The age of the Council was over, and the age of humanity had begun. Turning the tide. As the quantum fleet pressed its advantage, striking deep into the heart of the Galactic Council's territory, the true scope of humanity's technological superiority became apparent. The once mighty Council ships, their hulls bristling with advanced weaponry and shielding, found themselves outmatched at every turn. In the midst of the chaos, the QSS Orion, commanded by Captain Mikhail Petrov, led a daring assault on the Council's primary shipyard. The massive facility, orbiting a distant, lifeless moon, was responsible for the production and maintenance of the Council's most advanced warships. As the Orion dropped out of phase shift, its quantum consciousness fields shimmering like a mirage, Captain Petrov's eyes narrowed in concentration. He knew that the success of this mission could turn the tide of the war, crippling the Council's ability to replace its losses and cementing humanity's advantage. All weapons, lock onto the shipyard's critical infrastructure, Captain Petrov ordered, his voice steady and calm. Fire on my command. The Orion's crew, their minds linked seamlessly with the ship's AI, moved with a speed and precision that no unaugmented human could match. Quantum torpedoes and energy beams lanced out from the ship's hull, piercing the shipyard's defenses and setting off a chain reaction of devastating explosions. As the shipyard crumbled, the Council's reinforcements emerged from the depths of space, a fleet of warships determined to avenge their fallen comrades. But Captain Petrov and the Orion were ready for them. Engaging its phase shift drive, the Orion vanished from the Council's sensors, only to reappear behind their lines, its weapons already locked onto the enemy's critical systems. The Council ships, caught off guard by the sudden maneuver, found themselves trapped between the Orion and the rest of the quantum fleet, which had arrived to reinforce their embattled comrade. The battle that followed was swift and brutal, a testament to the overwhelming power of human ingenuity and resolve. The Council's ships, once the pride of their empire, were reduced to smoking ruins, their crews either captured or scattered to the void. As the last of the Council's resistance crumbled, Admiral Vega received a transmission from Dr. Soren, her face etched with a mixture of triumph and relief. Admiral, our quantum ghosts have just confirmed that the Council's leadership is attempting to flee. They're hoping to regroup at their secret command bunker in the Andromeda Galaxy. We can't let them escape. Admiral Vega's eyes flashed with determination. They won't get far, Dr. Soren. We'll make sure of that. With a flick of her wrist, Admiral Vega brought up a holographic display of the Council's command bunker, a heavily fortified installation hidden deep within the heart of a dead star. The facility was protected by the most advanced shielding and cloaking technology the Council possessed, making it all but invisible to conventional sensors. But the quantum fleet's sensors were anything but conventional. Guided by the intelligence gathered by the quantum ghosts, the fleet's AI systems had already penetrated the bunker's defenses, mapping out its structure and identifying its weak points. All ships, prepare for phase shift, Admiral Vega commanded. We're going to hit them hard and fast. They won't even know what hit them. As one, the quantum fleet vanished from the Council's sensors, only to reappear a heartbeat later, their weapons already firing. The bunker's shields, designed to withstand the fury of a supernova, crumbled like paper before the onslaught of quantum-enhanced firepower. In a matter of moments, the once impregnable installation was reduced to a shattered ruin, its occupants either captured or vaporized by the fury of humanity's attack. The Galactic Council, The once mighty empire that had sought to subjugate and destroy Earth was no more. As the quantum fleet consolidated its victory, Admiral Vega and Dr. Soren stood side by side on the bridge of the Prometheus, their eyes fixed on the holographic display of the shattered bunker. "We did it," Dr. Soren whispered, her voice filled with awe and wonder. "We actually did it." Admiral Vega nodded, a small smile playing across her lips. "Yes, we did. But this is only the beginning. We have a lot of work ahead of us to build a new galactic order based on freedom, equality, and cooperation. Earth will lead the way, but we'll need the help of all the species we've liberated to make it a reality." As the quantum fleet set course for home, the people of Earth and the countless worlds they had freed from the Council's tyranny celebrated their victory. The tide had turned, and a new era had begun, one in which humanity would take its rightful place among the stars, not as conquerors, but as leaders and guides. The day of reckoning had come, and Earth had emerged triumphant, a shining beacon of hope and freedom in a galaxy too long shrouded in darkness. The future was theirs to shape, and they would face it together, united in their determination to build a better tomorrow for all. A new galactic era. In the aftermath of the Galactic Council's defeat, the leaders of Earth and the newly liberated species gathered on the lush, verdant world of Avalon, a planet that had once been a symbol of the Council's oppression, but now stood as a beacon of hope and unity. As the delegates took their seats in the grand amphitheater, Dr. Lena Soren stepped forward, her eyes shining with a fierce determination. She had been chosen to speak on behalf of Earth, to lay out the vision for a new galactic order, one built upon the principles of cooperation, equality, and mutual respect. "Friends, allies, and fellow sentients," Dr. Soren began, her voice carrying across the gathered throng. "We stand today on the threshold of a new era, a time of unprecedented opportunity and challenge. The Galactic Council, once the scourge of the galaxy, has been defeated, its reign of terror and oppression brought to an end by the courage and sacrifice of countless brave souls." A murmur of approval rippled through the crowd as the delegates nodded in agreement. They had all suffered under the Council's rule, had all seen their worlds and their people exploited and enslaved for the benefit of a select few. "But our victory is not the end of the story," Dr. Soren continued, her voice growing stronger, more impassioned. "It is merely the beginning. We have a rare and precious chance to build something new, something better, a galactic community that values the rights and freedoms of all its members, regardless of their species or their origins." As Dr. Soren spoke, images began to appear on the giant holographic screens that surrounded the amphitheater. They were images of Earth, of its cities and its people, of the incredible technological marvels that had made their victory possible. Earth has shown that a species once dismissed as primitive and backward can rise to greatness, can harness the power of science and innovation to change the course of history. We offer our knowledge and our expertise freely to any who would join us in building a brighter future for all. The delegates leaned forward in their seats, their eyes wide with wonder and anticipation. They had heard rumors of Earth's quantum technologies, of the incredible advancements in computing, robotics, and artificial intelligence that had made the quantum fleet possible. "But we do not seek to impose our will upon others," Dr. Soren said, her voice softening, becoming more empathetic. "We recognize that each species, each world, has its own unique culture, its own way of life. We seek to learn from you as much as we seek to teach, to build a galactic community that celebrates our differences as much as it values our common bonds." As Dr. Soren finished her speech, the amphitheater erupted in applause, the delegates rising to their feet in a standing ovation. They had been moved by her words, by the vision of a galaxy united in common cause, working together to build a better future for all. In the days and weeks that followed, the hard work of building that future began. Earth's engineers and scientists worked side by side with their counterparts from 100 different worlds, sharing their knowledge and their technology freely. New alliances were forged, old animosities forgotten, as the galaxy began to heal from the wounds of the past. And at the center of it all was Earth, the small, unassuming world that had once been dismissed as a backwater, but had now become the driving force behind the greatest transformation in galactic history. Its people had shown that the greatest strength lay not in conquest or domination, but in unity, in the power of a shared vision and a common purpose. As the delegates returned to their worlds, carrying with them the hope and the promise of a new era, they knew that nothing would ever be the same again. The galaxy had been forever changed by the events of the past few months, by the courage and the determination of a single species that had dared to stand up against the odds and fight for what was right. And as the stars continued to shine down upon the countless worlds of the galaxy, the people of Earth knew that their journey was just beginning. There would be challenges ahead, obstacles to overcome, but they would face them together, united in their determination to build a better tomorrow for all. The age of the Galactic Council was over, and the age of Earth had begun. And with it, a new chapter in the story of the galaxy, a chapter that would be written by the all who had fought and sacrificed to make it possible. A chapter of hope, of unity, and of the enduring power of the sentient spirit to triumph over even the greatest of odds.